The book How to Talk to Anyone About Anything by James W. Williams is aimed at anyone who wants to develop their social skills and increase their confidence when speaking with strangers, having difficult conversations, or in social and professional relationships. Introduction to the book. The book begins by emphasizing that communication skills are not just an innate talent, but rather a skill that can be learned and developed. Many people suffer from social anxiety or a fear of speaking to strangers, especially in situations such as parties, job interviews, or public speaking. The author suggests that overcoming this anxiety begins with an internal change in your way of thinking, followed by practical training in some basic communication principles. Chapter 1. Understanding Effective Communication. 1. What is effective communication? It is the ability to communicate ideas and feelings clearly and fluently. It doesn't rely solely on words. It also includes tone of voice, body language, and active listening. 2. Elements of effective communication. Clarity. Saying what you mean without complication. Good intentions. Speaking with the intention of building relationships, not just winning an argument. Mutual respect. Every conversation should be based on respect. These 3. The importance of body language. 55% of communication is nonverbal. Eye contact, smiling, and an open posture all send messages without words. Chapter 2. Overcoming Fear and Social Anxiety. 1. The roots of social anxiety. Fear of judgment or rejection. Worry about saying something stupid. 2. How to overcome this anxiety. Change your internal dialogue. Instead of thinking, "I'll sound stupid," think, "I'll do my best to communicate honestly." Or gradual exposure. Start with short conversations with strangers in safe places like coffee shops. Deep breathing before speaking reduces physical and mental tension. 3. Self-confidence. It doesn't mean you know everything. It means you're comfortable with not knowing. You can always say, "I don't know, but I'd like to hear your opinion." Chapter 3. How to start a conversation with anyone. 1. Always start with intention. Make your intention one of curiosity and connection, not self-affirmation. 2. Conversation starter techniques. Open-ended questions, such as, "What brought you here today?" Or, "How did you find out about the event?" Observations about the environment. "This place is great. Have you been here before?" Sincere compliments. "I like the way you spoke. Do you work in this field?" 3. How to keep the conversation going. Use mirrors. Repeat the last word or idea as a question. Use the Ford technique. Family. Do you have children? Occupation. What do you do for a living? Recreation. What do you like to do in your free time? Dreams. Is there a project or dream you're currently working on? Chapter 4. Active listening skills. 1. Why is listening more important than talking? People like those who genuinely listen. Listening builds trust and makes the other person feel appreciated. 2. How to listen effectively. Don't interrupt. Use facial expressions and eye contact to show interest. Repeat the other person's important points. 3. Mistakes to avoid. Thinking about what to say while you're still listening. Giving unsolicited advice. Ignoring the other person's body language. Chapter 5. Dealing with different personalities. 1. The shy person. Give them time to speak. Ask them simple questions. Don't force the conversation. 2. The talkative person. Interrupt them gently using strong body language. Try to redirect the conversation by asking a specific question. 3. The negative or complaining person. Don't get caught up in negativity. Try to change the subject to something positive. 4. The aggressive person. Be calm and firm. Don't take things personally. Set clear boundaries if necessary. Chapter 6. Building Trust and Charisma. 1. How to build trust quickly. Be honest. Don't pretend to be something you're not. Keep your promises, no matter how small. 2. Charisma. It doesn't mean being flashy, but being genuinely present. Use a comfortable tone of voice and a natural smile. Show genuine interest in others. Chapter 7. Handling difficult conversations. 1. Mental preparation. Define clearly what you want to say. Consider the other person's feelings. 2. Steps for speaking in difficult situations. Start by expressing respect. Use I instead of you. I felt frustrated instead of you didn't care. 3. Stay calm. Don't get defensive. Focus on the solution, not blame. Chapter 8. Applying communication in everyday life. 1. At work, use clear and concise language. Listen carefully to your colleagues and your manager. Give constructive feedback graciously. 2. In personal relationships, communication is the key to understanding. Ask about your partner's feelings. Don't assume, ask. 3. In social events, initiate conversation and don't always wait for the other person to start. Practice sharing a simple story about yourself. Look for common ground to start the conversation. Conclusion. The author concludes that communication is a skill built with practice, and the key to success is honesty, genuine interest. Be prepared to listen more than you talk. He emphasizes that anyone, no matter how shy or unsociable, can transform into a tactful and effective speaker if they commit to practicing the skills outlined in this guide. The most prominent stories that rose in the book. 1. The story, The Elevator Talk. Personal background. The young man is called Michael, working as a novice programmer in a major technical company. Very intelligent technically, but so socially shy that he avoids even morning peace. He always felt that people did not care about his opinion, so avoid talking. The decisive event. One day, the elevator entered and was surprised that the CEO, John, was standing beside him. The elevator stopped temporarily, and the atmosphere was tense. Michael reminds a rule of hadith with anyone, which is, talk about the common environment to break silence. Michael said, I think this elevator is very slow, as if using Wi-Fi company. Director replied. He laughed very much and said to him, you have the right, technology does not always serve us. In which section you work? The conversation started and the director asked him about his projects, and he asked to meet him later. Results. Michael was invited to attend an administrative meeting as a technical advisor. He got an upgrade within months. He became confident that he was noticing and heard. Beyond the story, social psychology, breaking silence with a smart observation that reduces anxiety and generates immediate human connection. Author's methodology. Michael used one of the most important techniques of Williams: observe, comment, connect. Note, comment, communication. Practical application. In any public place, elevator, cafe, queue, use circumstantial notes to start talking. Keep the natural smile and open body language. Do not think much before you speak. Start with a simple sentence. 2. The story of microsocial exposure. Personal background. Her name is Carla, 30s, working from the house as a graphic designer. Shy and had a bad social experience that made it completely isolated. She was trembling just to talk to a waiter or a cashier. Challenge. James Williams advised her with a technique he calls one-line social expansion, expanding the social circle in one sentence daily. Practical application. In the first week, she only says good morning to the barista. In the second week, you add a note like, I like the design of the menu. The third week, you ask about something. Where's the coffee? What happened? Carla has started noticing that people smile for her. She started receiving light conversations and positive responses. A month later, I entered into a discussion with a client in the cafe, and this led to a new work. After 6 months, she was able to talk to a small audience with confidence. Beyond the story, social neuroscience, the brain adapts to the new environment, and every light exposure reduces social sensitivity. The concept of micro-courage. Social courage begins with small daily behaviors. Strong lessons. Do not wait to be social overnight. Every word you say to strangers strengthens the interaction muscle. Start a safe place. Cafe, library, pharmacy. 3. The story, the director who failed because the silent killer, not listening. Personal background. Marcus, CEO of an emerging company. He believes that leadership means possessing all answers. He always interrupts employees in the meetings. Symptoms of the problem. The employees stopped making ideas. The tension in the team increased. Some of the main members began to resign. The joint point, anonymous evaluation requests from employees. 90% said, "Don't listen. We don't feel important. Even when we boycott, he does not care." What you learn from the writer. It started using active listening technology. 1. Stop boycott. 2. Look directly to the speaker. 3. Revolving what he heard to confirm the understanding. For example, "Let me make sure that I understood you right. You suggest that we are trying the new campaign before the end of the month?" Results. Notice an immediate change in the team's interaction. Creative ideas increased and cooperation has improved. However, he later won the Best Leader Award. Deep lesson. Communication is not only in speech, but rather in actual listening. Most administrative problems come from wrong silence. The team does not need a leader who knows everything, but rather someone hears them.